Going to do that. So the final score line, actually no score in this one. AFC Rushden Diamonds 0, Royston Town 0. The man of the match, Zach Reynolds again. Way to go, Zach. Second week in a row for man of the match.
Yeah, no, surprising. So thank you for the people that voted me. We've done well today, but unfortunately we couldn't get the result. I think both teams done well, but just unfortunate for us not to get 3 points.
Well, ideal weather conditions today, but just neither team could put the ball in the net, could they?
No, you couldn't ask for a better day. It's a beautiful day out here today. It's what football should be about, playing in the sun. But yeah, unfortunate.
And we had a great crowd, well over 600, a brand new stand here at Hayden Road. But, gee, what can you say, 0-0?
Yeah, I know. It wasn't really the fairy tale we were hoping for the opening of the ground. There's a lot of fans here today, which is great to see.
So how are you doing? I know earlier this season, a few weeks ago, you missed a couple of games. I believe a bit of a niggle or injury, and also you were sick. Did you have the flu there for a little bit?
Yeah. I took a little knock on my hip, and yeah, I was off ill with the flu, man flu. But yeah, better now.
I've had that a few times myself, but you're 100% fit now.
Yeah, definitely 100% now.
Well, how can you figure a game like today? Excuse the analogy, it sort of made me think of pub grub. Not the best, but not the worst either.
Yeah, it wasn't the best game out there. Ground was pretty hard, so it's hard to run and pass the ball on this sort of surface. But I think both teams played well. They both had their chances, but unfortunate for both teams. And
my usual question, Zach, the mood of the team at halftime, what did Peaksy have to say to the players?
He said we need to play the ball a little bit better, in which we did in the second half, and we come out firing.
I thought especially in the last 10, 15 minutes or so, you did get a few good shots on goal, and maybe could have snuck one in to nick the game 1-0, but it just was not to be today.
Yeah, it just wasn't our day today. Goalie's pulled off a good save from Faz's volley.
So next up, we take a break from the league. It's going to be an interesting match Tuesday evening at Six Fields for the Senior Cup, the League Cup final against Brackley Town. That's got to be a good challenge to face.
Yeah, it's going to be great for the boys, get there to play at Six Fields on a professional ground, and then hopefully win some silverware for the season. Well,
best of luck in that one, and then, of course, still playoff aspirations, I'm sure, for AFC R&D.
Oh, definitely, yeah. We definitely want to get in the playoffs this season.
Well, very good. Congratulations again, man of the match, Zach Reynolds.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bruce and Zach. I'm now here with manager Andy Peaks. Andy, another draw. Again, keeping a very good home record, but probably too many draws at the moment.
I would say probably everyone keeps telling me it's a good home record, but for me, we've drawn too many at home. I'd sooner have lost a couple and won 2 or 3 more, to be honest. But yeah, it was decent performance against a good team. You know, probably the form team in the league at the moment. So it was always going to be tough, always going to be a close game. I think the pitches have got quite hard now. There's always been limited number of chances. So it was key. We were a bit better in the final third for us to win the game.
And you had to make some changes. Sam Brown, first of all.
Yeah, Sam's been away a week travelling with work. He's been in Taiwan, so he couldn't train Monday or Thursday, and he got back Friday, so that was a tough one because he travelled a long time. And Jack Ashton, to be fair, keeps coming training. He's trained brilliantly Tuesday and Thursday, and if I'm being fair to the group, I've got to make changes when it's right, and I felt that was the right thing to do today. I thought Jack was excellent, to be honest.
And Sam Johnson, I think, is out injured.
Yeah, Sam we took off last week. His knee was a little bit sore. He tried to train Thursday, but he wasn't quite right. So again, it's not worth pushing at this stage of the season when you've got players sitting waiting the chance and training. We've always done well on the basis of a good squad and an honest squad, really, where if you're not quite right, you don't play. So that's what went down today. And again, Tom Lorraine's had a couple of weeks out, so he came back in today and give Jack a little bit of a rest. He's played a few games in a short space of time. Yeah, that was the changes based on Lammy when I watched him last week. So we thought that was the way to beat him.
It wasn't a pretty first half, and I think the pitch didn't help. I mean, the ball was really difficult to control. Yeah,
it's not this pitch. There's going to be a lot of pitches like that this time of the year because they dry out and it makes it difficult to pass the ball. I think we tried to. I thought they tried to pass it second half. We didn't particularly want to go long because Shanks up there a lot on his own. And probably the best chance we had first half was when we got down the sides of them and Shanks got in between the full-back and the centre-back. And really, my biggest criticism at half-time was we hadn't worked the keeper when we'd got in them areas. He'd had a couple of chances. Decker had a shot when he hadn't tested the keeper. And we found out this level of football, you don't get loads of chances or opportunities, and we wasn't clinical enough or good enough in the final third.
And probably in the second half, where we did have a better to play, I thought we had to, although they did have some close shaves, and I think we only had one shot with the keeper to make a save, but we did get in some good positions again. Yeah,
we got in some good areas. I think the keeper made a good save from Ben Farrell when he caught him right, but the disappointing thing for me was two or three times, certainly down the right, we got in good areas, and then we're looking for the perfect pullback when the pitch is like this. You just got to square it really, and I hope it hits one of their players and put it in an area to make them defend it, and we didn't do that. So that was disappointing. Not just individual, not just one particular player, just general really. But overall, I was pleased with the effort they put in, as I always am. I thought they tried to pass it before Hicksy dropped in and started getting off the back four second half, and we tried to play. And it just didn't quite happen. And like you said, they come quite close to scoring out of nothing when they hit the bar. That's probably the closest any team's come to a goal today. But overall, pleased with the performance, but not probably the result we wanted.
But another clean sheet, and that shows the defence is working hard. And Ben made a good save in the first half.
Yeah, I thought the defence played really well and Ben played well. We've defended quite well again. We hadn't had a clean sheet for a couple of games, so it was important we got one, and we got that. And it's fine margins, isn't it? If we'd have won that 1-0, it'd been a great result against a good team. It didn't quite happen, so we're not going to beat ourselves up about it. So we've just got to keep going and look forward to the next game.
And for me, it was great to see Ben Akai get on. I think he probably had the longest. He gave him probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and he did well, really. Yeah, he did do well, and he's earned his chance. We decided to gamble a little bit later on, and we were a little bit more open, putting attacking players on. I wanted to stay in the game as long as we could. Ben come on and deserved his chance. He's getting more and more minutes, and I certainly think he's one for the future. John Dean got a bit of time as well. And obviously Sam come on near the end thinking for a long throw, etc., which we didn't manage to get. But yeah, we made our subs. I thought they were quite positive subs. We were trying to win the game, and we haven't quite managed to do it. But probably in reflection, the fair result.
Yeah, probably a fair result. I think they'd have been disappointed to go home, I think. But, it's one way you can nick a goal and you win it, and it's a great result, isn't it?
And now we look forward to Tuesday, and I know you were on the radio last night and you said you probably didn't want a cup final. Probably Kevin Wilkins doesn't want a cup final on a Tuesday night when they're going for playoffs, but I know you'll give it your best shot.
I would always want a cup final at Sixfields no matter what, but yeah, it's probably not ideal timing, probably more so for them than us if I'm being really honest. But yeah, it's a great, it's what a day out or night out it is for the club, the players, the supporters, the board, everyone. We want to go there and put a good show on. We know it's going to be tough, don't we, because they've got a good team who are flying. But it's it's a sort of night you get involved with football for, to be in them occasion like that, isn't it?
And we should have a big crowd there following from Diamonds as well.
Yeah, I think there'll be a few. I'm not sure how many Brackley we'll have there, but there'll certainly be a few Diamonds fans there. I'm sure I've got great memories of the last time we were there when Jack Ashton scored against Kettering. So obviously that's going to stick in the mind of a lot of people. And let's hope for another night like that.
And I've learned my lesson never to talk about the game after that. So we'll leave next Saturday's league game and we'll talk about that Tuesday night.
You're learning, John. I like that.
Cheers, mate.
I don't need love.